We do have copies of the record down there on compact laser disc, keeping up with the times over here. You're probably all getting your music from TikTok, but it's there if you want it. Or if you want a coaster and you just like to support independent artists, you can have one and use it as a frisbee. You know, they're not entirely redundant. Some of you, I mean, I've got a CD player, but anyway, they're there if you like them. We also have an extremely analog mailing list. So if you don't want to buy a CD, do sign the mailing list. It's a piece of paper, and it's a pencil attached to the paper with a string. So it's very old school. But yeah, do have a look. We can let you know about other stuff that's going on in our lives if you'd like to stay in touch. So I'm gonna play you another song off that record that I made in Nashville. Who's been to Nashville? It's more of a reaction I get in most rooms. But so while I was living out there for a couple of years, I had all kinds of crazy jobs. I was a cycle courier for a sandwich shop. I was a door-to-door window salesman. I worked in a cinema. I worked in a bar, what I thought was checking IDs. It turned out it was actually a security job. So that wasn't very, I'm not the most I don't cut a very intimidating figure, but it worked out. I was there at the front on 2nd Avenue in Nashville, listening to my podcasts of This American Life and reading Milton poetry and trying to be burly and intimidating when needed. But anyway, it was a crazy time. Downtown Nashville's a really interesting place. It's actually kind of my favorite. Most people say, stay away from downtown. Go to the cool places like 12 South. But away from Broadway, downtown's really interesting. It's got this kind of crazy old Gothic architecture. And I had this job on Church Street, slinging sandwiches on my bike. And I just remember seeing all these kind of just various characters kind of wandering around, street people. And one time this guy came up to me and said, I had a hit in 1981 with this guy. And I was like, this is Nashville, this is probably true. And there it was, like pushing a shopping trolley along Church Street. So it's a weird place in some ways. Anyway, I wrote this song just before I left and came back to England to release the record. It's called Gabriel, and I think it was just kind of influenced by, I've never quite worked out what it's about actually, but I think it's some songs you don't know. They just kind of present themselves to you, and you have to do some sort of stealth work afterwards to work out what you were actually thinking of. But anyway, I think this was influenced by that time. This is called Gabriel. Gabriel, angel who never failed. But tell me, what the hell are you doing downtown? Holes in your shoes. You got those holy blues. But tell me, what's the news you're bringing us now? The doubt and the dark have broken your heart, but there was a time you sang for the whole world to hear. Angelo painted your wings of snow, made you burn and glow, but where is he now? Gone, gone from Rome up to that clouded dome. It's a long way home if you don't know your way. Wait for the dawn and take up your horn. The sweet angel light, know you can still fly if you try. Lift me up on your downy wings. You know love when it don't need no strings, don't need no strings to fly. No asking why. There's no need to cry, 'cause there's no alibis when you know that it's real. Oh, 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 yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It's been a while since we've been able to do a gig like this, so very, very much appreciate you guys hanging out and checking out the music and supporting live music generally. Yeah, stay in touch. We have a mailing list. We're on Instagram. It's James Riley Songs. So yeah, we're gonna finish out by playing you a song about New York, which is not the most country thing you could do, I guess. But we thought we'd do it anyway. So yeah, thanks a lot, and see you at the bar, no doubt. I declare, a New York minute moves faster than I've heard. 'Cause way up high from a far Bed-Stuy, you know that I can hear the birds. Do not despair, I saw the linen singing softer than the words. From all the planes that fly and the souls inside, she would not be disturbed. Whoa. sun and the moon, you know they know their limit, but it does not faze the birds. They might collide with reflected sky and shed blood upon the world. Do not assume that there's logic in it. People walk upon hard coals. A payphone rings and the blind man sings to bring a tear to a little soul. There's a place my lover goes, far above the streets below, for a while so she don't feel so lonely. But for the wings to fly away, she'd say a prayer but not today. A million miles but she's my one and only. Hey buddy, buddy, I'm from the muddy, won't you help me from the danger zone? Meet his eye, just walk on by, because I teach him to his own. Way up above, war and love, it's like a light from a different world. Take me down, down, down to the river, die with your wings unfurled. There's a place my lover goes, far above the streets below, for a while so she don't feel so lonely. But for the wings to fly away, she'd say a prayer but not today. A million miles but she's my one and only. My lover goes, far above the streets below, for a while so she don't feel so lonely. But for the wings to fly away, she'd say a prayer but not today. A million miles but she's my one and only. And there's a place my lover goes, far above the streets below, for a while so she don't feel so lonely. She's closer to the birds, she sings a song that has no words. A million miles but she's my one and only. One more time for Tim Fairhall on the upright bass. And Mr. James Patrick Gavin on the fiddle.
so much. Have a great rest of your day.
How good was that?
Who can know what is under the water? Who can know what is swimming beneath the sound? Who can know what is coming to surface? Who can know what is trying to get to ground? Baby, just take a breath. Your heart will weigh you down. I'm praying with all that's left. My feet don't fail me now. Who can know if you really deserve it? Who can know if you're ready to leave this town? Who can know when you run out of reasons? Who can know when the summer will come around? Maybe just take a breath and put the car in drive. Whether it's more or less, you'll know you were alive. I don't know if I'm waking or dreaming. I don't know when the pillar of cloud comes down. And I don't know what I really believe in. I don't know if I'm gonna make land or drown. Maybe I'll take a breath and sink into the blue. Whether it's life or death, love only saves a few.
Thank you.
Alright, this is a song that came along uninvited and kind of wrote itself during lockdown, and it was for a friend of mine. It's called Wait in the Wings. Hey little blackbird, why you so blue? Forwards or backwards, I can't get through to you. Poor little blackbird, she no longer sings, but I know that I heard her spreading her wings. But baby, who can fly with a head so heavy? You can cry, but you best get ready off the ground. The stormy weather, is it holding you down? You've been waiting, yes you have, for the sun to shine through, illuminating all the beauty in you, yeah. Baby, who can fly with a head so heavy? You can cry, but you best get ready now, yeah. 'Cause your heart was meant to soar, waiting the wings no more, yeah. Life is a show, ain't no rehearsal. There's nothing you can do. You're trying so hard, but when you let down your guard, I hear a song in you. Baby, who can fly with a head so heavy? You can cry, but I know you're ready now, yeah. It's all there outside your door. It's all that you need and more. So tell me what you're waiting for. Waiting the wings no more. Waiting the wings no more, yeah. Only waiting the wings no more, yeah. Thank you so much. Give it up for Tim Fairhill on the upright bass, by the way, and Mr. James Gavin on the fiddle right here. We had a moment of serious confusion in the dressing room because the sound man's called James, I'm called James, he's called James, the promoter's called Gavin, and his name is James Gavin. So it was really hard to tell who was being spoken about from it, but we worked it out in the end, it was fine, don't worry. So I'm going to play this song. This is a new one, very new. I kind of, last year was really, really busy, and I realised I really hadn't had any time to write any songs, so at the end of the year, well, I say the end of the year, October, I took myself away to kind of what I thought was kind of like a hotel down on the south coast, but it turned out to be more like a kind of halfway house. It was like one of those very cheap ones that you find on Booking.com, and it was an interesting place, down near Dungeness. I don't know if anyone's been to Dungeness, kind of a spooky place, but. Anyway, there was this amazing unobstructed view of the sea from the kind of conservatory that I was using as a writing room. And yeah, so I spent 6 days looking at the ocean, and I wrote a bunch of new songs, and many of them had a kind of nautical, I suppose, bent to them, and this is one of them. I just need to hydrate myself. And this is called Until the Current Pulls You Under. One morning many years ago, we put our boat to ocean. You and I upon a tide of young love and devotion. I'd never been to sea before, but I tried my best to hide it. The wind was fair and all I cared was you were there beside me. When I think of how the ship went down, no wreckage left to cling to. My heart does sing of other things the waves gave ragged wing to. And even though the wind did blow and it tore the ship asunder, you never know the truth of love until the current pulls you under. We were just a couple kids, unskilled in navigation. Like sunny dawn can turn to storm without no indication. But in my fear I banished all those tempests from my thinking. And when the waves crashed in, I found my heart already sinking. When I think of how the ship went down, no wreckage left to cling to. My heart does sing of other things the waves gave ragged wing to. And even though the wind did blow and it tore the ship asunder, you never know the truth of love until the current pulls you under. Safe arrival. You have to love yourself when you are swimming for survival. Sailors say that only fools will bet against the weather. I wanted to believe we could keep sailing on forever. But if I'm any braver now to face the rain and thunder, it's only for the love we could not save from going under. And when I think of how the ship went down, no wreckage left to cling to, my heart does sing of other things the waves gave a ragged wing to. And even though the wind did blow and it tore the ship asunder, you never know the truth of love until the current pulls you under. I said you never know the truth of love until the current pulls you under. Thanks so much. So I made an album in Nashville a few years ago, and I came back to the UK to release it, and the release date that I chose for it was March 2020, and there was a whole tour booked and everything. It was gonna be great, and yes, the universe interfered. Interfered, I don't know, one or the other. But as a result of all those gigs being cancelled, I started doing this slightly, almost as a joke. I started playing gigs on my rooftop in Tottenham, in North London, and almost just as like a kind of a joke, really. So I did it once, and all the neighbours kind of came out to the front doorsteps and windows and watched in this kind of socially isolated COVID-y way. And then the second time I did it, the BBC covered it, and then we ended up doing, it became this sort of weekly fixture in the neighbourhood. We did, I think, 21 concerts that first year. We ended up collaborating with a whole bunch of different artists and local organisations. It became a live stream thing. It got, and then the next year we put in an application to the Arts Council, and they funded it $15,000 to do it again in 2021. And then they painted a giant mural of the rooftop concerts at the end of my road, and this band formed out of it, and now that band is going to Glastonbury. So it was all, sometimes crazy stuff happens when you have to just kind of do things in an unconventional way. Anyway, it was, I actually had quite a good lockdown. I feel bad saying that because I know a lot of people didn't. But anyway, it was a crazy time, and I'm just really glad to be back in a room with people, because it was fun playing on my roof for 2 summers. But it's not the same, is it? It's not the same as being in a venue with other people and listening to live music. So I'm still feeling extremely grateful for having this experience back. I'm going to play you a song off that record now. This is called Lay Me Down. Has beneath his hands, and now no greater fortune do I owe. Cometh the hour of the ringer and the runner and the faith machines, but I put no faith in those who know. Lay me down, I wanna listen to that earthless sound. Lay me down, oh lay me down. Lay me down, I wanna listen to that earthless sound now. Lay me down, oh lay me down. Just lay me down. Quietly marching, all the armies at the dawning of the things to come, and now swept along within the tide. Something is starting, but you'll never know the meaning till you hear the sound of those footsteps that follow in your stride. Lay me down, I wanna listen to that Lay me down, oh, lay me down. Lay me down, I wanna listen to that earthly sound now. Lay me down, oh, lay me down. Just lay me down. This is a communication, not a whisper, not a warning, not a grain of sand, and no seed to sow beneath the ground. Cross every nation till the morning and the dawning and the daylight comes, and the day they all come tumbling down. To all the drinkers and the thinkers and the ones that know, all the fire starters and the barbaros, all the big wheels in the motorcade, teachers and the preachers and the renegades, jugglers and the smugglers and the Philistines, born in a bordello or a beauty queen, jailers and the whalers and the CIA, one who never knew it any other way, one who makes a furnace to forsake the sun, one who gets his loving from a loaded gun, one who has a hunger for a tongue of flame, one among a million other souls to claim. Time will say you're never gonna know the truth, but I'll strung by tongue and nail and tooth, and I keep a walking till I need no proof, for there's peace beneath the ground. Just lay me down, lay me down. I wanna listen to that earthly sound now. Lay me down, oh, lay me down. Lay me down, I wanna listen to that earthly sound now. Lay me down, oh, lay me down. Lay me down, I wanna listen to that earthly sound. Lay me down, oh, lay me down. Lay me down, oh, lay me down, for there's peace beneath the ground, so lay me down, just lay me down. One more time for these guys, come on.